nothing. First I did it for me, now they keep it 100. I do it to look clean, I do it for the love, and I do it all to show the homies we can have what we wanted. And now I'm chilling in the mansion with a glass of champagne. Not the cheap stuff, but I cannot drop names. Little private plane when I'm flying out to Vegas. Big shades on, got me feeling like I'm famous. I'm a don and they know it. I'm giving you a shot, show up, don't blow it. Cause if I'm in my zone, don't stop me flowing. Gotta give me a moment, I'm a star, let me show it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Bad to Boss. This is episode 2 with Susu and Hanan. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A.
Let's do this Q&A. We got a lot of questions. A lot of them had to do with Bad Girls Club, which we are still going to answer. And a lot of it we don't really remember, but we're going to do our best. But we want to get to the juicy stuff.
But a lot of it, I feel like you need to watch episode 1 because we did answer a lot of those questions. So if you have any questions about BGC 15, watch episode 1. And I feel like we would answer a lot of those questions. Okay. Moving on. We posted today 8 o'clock about our Q&A. So we have a few on our personal and on our Instagram, our shared Instagram. So I'll go ahead and let Susu start. All questions, which I love doing Q&As because if you could check out our previous video, we did a YouTube channel with a previous Q&A like 10 years ago.
That went pretty viral. I think because we talked about how we both have different lifestyles. Well, we have a pretty similar lifestyle, but very different dynamic and perspectives on life. You're very type A personality. I'm very type B personality, but we make it work, right? So we achieve certain milestones doing things very differently. So let's begin.
Well said.
Yeah. So the first question we got, which was, how did you and your sister meet? Stupid. I'm just kidding. Would you ever bring any sisters on for an interview on your podcast?
Jamie and Jazz, for sure. We already talked to them. Well, yeah. I talked to Jamie. She's super down.
Yeah, for sure. I think they're the only two. Is there anybody else from the house?
No.
Okay. I don't think so either. We got another question. How to handle motherhood and business owning. I think it would help so many out, not just moms, but dads too. How would you say that we handle motherhood and business? Let's take your take on that.
Okay, so I feel like time management is everything, right? You literally need to make every single day count. So for me personally, I have a calendar that I have like 10 calendars, but we have a Skylight and I put you on Skylight.
You
and
sure
it's
did. I love it.
Life-changing free promo Skylight. I write everything down. Is that my straightener down there? That's my straightener because I could never find that one.
Probably.
Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. I thought someone stole it. Anyways. So yeah, time management is everything. And I have to write every single thing down. And if it's not written down, if it's not in my calendar, it's not happening. Like she mentioned previous, I'm a very type A personality, meaning I'm very organized with my schedules, my son's schedules, my husband's schedules. We cohesively work together and it has to be on schedule for everything to work because we're so busy with owning so many different businesses. Our kids are homeschooled. They have 2 different homeschool teachers. And on top of that, they're in swimming, jiu-jitsu, soccer, and Chef's Academy. So we have to write everything down and then also making every day count and not letting it go to waste.
Right.
And
that's a good one.
You have to, with having so many different businesses like we do, I personally dedicate a day per business. So I'll dedicate 1 day a week for my nail academies. And that's where I have my meetings. I do payroll. No, payroll is separately, but I do try to get payroll in those days. And I'll do meetings, payroll, have individual meetings, like do temperature checks with students or staff, whatever it may be. And then another day I use for filming and Boss Beauty. So 2 days out of the week, I'm able to run 2 separate companies. And it's only for a few hours. And that's, my kids are not home alone. They're with their dad, with the housekeeper, the nanny, and their teacher. So it's like cool. A village and it's outsourcing a lot, right? I can't sit here and take credit and be like, oh, it's all me. I'm a boss and I'm a mom. And no, I'm a mom first, but I outsource a lot. So got to give it out to my housekeeper 6 days a week. I'll die without her. Nanny, I'll die without her. They're mother and daughter. They're a great duo. My husband, very hands-on. So he's able to support me in leaving because he's also self-employed. So our schedules are just like this. It's really just having someone who wants to see you win and allows you to be great. Not just like, holding you down. Like, no, you can't do this. You can't do that. It's all about, I think, planning ahead and just being on the same page and wanting to grow, and just having a system that works. But it's really all about the partner you have. At the end of the day, it's
I think so too.
what makes it easy to have things flow, right?
I love that. I think I like that. And I do a lot of the things you said, but I also do things differently. Number one, my kids are older, so I don't need a nanny.
Way older.
Yeah. So I have a 14 and I have an 8 and then I have a toddler, right? Like, so you having to have 2 people is a lot. So like me, I don't have that, right? So I have help part-time. I do have a housekeeper once a week. I will say.
Oh yeah, I would die. I need I'm like considering 7 days a week.
Or a third person.
But that's just because I like the house a certain way.
Well, yeah, that's okay. But if you have bigger kids and they're like in the rooms, they clean their own rooms, it's a little bit different, I think. So in that case, we're different.
Yeah.
So I don't have 1,000 toddlers running around, all boys running around.
She said 1,000. I have 3. And Ali, that's 4.
Yeah, it's 4 boys. That's a lot of little boys. I have 1 little boy. And Lath,
he equals like 4.
Yeah, but he's more of just like, we just chill together. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't need someone constantly with him. And how you use the skylight calendar, I put the kids on it. So what we do is I'll add things as they come in my day, right? So like the one thing that I've had to learn, because I have ADHD too, if I say, oh, I'm going to add that to my calendar at the end of the day, I'll never do it.
No.
So even if I'm driving and I'm like, I have a meeting on I will just get my calendar. I'll plug it in as much detail as I can and then forget about it.
That's the beauty of Skylight, because you can edit it on your phone and then it goes to your house on the big screen.
Yeah. So that I use 100%. And each kid has their own color, which is really nice. So like if Zaina has a training or Ziad has a training or the teacher's coming, each person I'll know for the day who's doing what, right? Even Brandon's calendar is linked, so I'll know what client he's working on, like all the things. That's that. And then mom guilt, right? So like business-wise, you know how you said you manage certain businesses on certain days? I do the same exact thing. Like Mondays, I do every other Monday is payroll.
Yeah, so I do payroll every other Monday, but I try to sneak them into the days when I'm here. So technically, I'm supposed to be processing payroll Monday from home, but I don't, because I can't do shit at home with all the kids all up on me all the time.
So real.
So when I come to work, right, once a week here, once a week over there, I'll literally do payroll for this company here, payroll for that company there, in my meetings. And I just, when I'm at work, I work. When I'm at home, I'm at home. But being business owners, you're working 7 days a week and I'm working 7 days a week on the phone.
Yeah, I was going to say, so like Tattoo Tuesdays. So Tuesdays are my tattoo days where I work, I manage, I'll do meetings, we'll do numbers, we'll do bookings, we'll do bonuses, we'll do goals, all the things. Tattoo Tuesdays. And then Wednesdays I added consecutively, it was filming days and now Boss Beauty. So we'll do filming and Boss Beauty trainings and meetings and sales meetings and things like that. That's that part. And then I was going to say mom guilt, right? So, okay, 2 things. Anytime I'm at home and a phone call needs to happen or I have a meeting, I don't just say, oh, it's got to wait. I will take that meeting at home. I don't care if there's kids in the background. It's just, they're a part of my life. So you include the kids in your life. If you're having a meeting, I'll have a meeting in my backyard. I have a meeting in my office. Like, it doesn't matter. I do everything from home on my phone. Yeah. If I'm with the kids at a sport, like, okay, I'll check them in. I love you. Take a picture and I'm on my phone and I'll work.
Period. Yeah.
If I have to wait in the car with Lele while they're inside training at their facility.
I did the whole government funding meeting with what's his face? No, not Andy, the other guy.
Jake,
Jake from State Farm. Jake, just know I did that whole 3-hour meeting. We had the kid's ought to be teacher. I was on my meeting. I took him to swimming. I was still on my meeting. I ended up at Chuck E. Cheese. I was still on my meeting. And I just have them on mute. And I'm just like, multitasking.
Yeah, you have to deal. You include them in your life.
Yeah, and I let everyone know, like, hey guys, sorry, like, my kids are here, so you're going to hear kids in the background, but they're a part of our life, and we just have to do what we have to do. No, seriously, I was always, and then you got to include your kids. Like for me, because my kids are older, I'll let them know, like, hey, I have a meeting today. I'm going to be at work today. I'll fill them in, or I'll tell them like something stupid that happened at work, or like, hey, I had a client did this. What do you guys think? Or this client came in and caused this scene. Like, what do you guys think about that? Like, what would you do in a situation to solve it? And they always love it. They always give me the funniest answers ever. Like Zaina's so cute. And then one more thing I do that I don't know if you do, but you know how mom guilt, like you feel like if you work so much or like you're always on the phone, you feel like maybe you're not being 100% present. So I'll do like morning time, like Zaina, I'll go hug her and I'll cuddle her in the mornings, or I'll go on a walk with her. And then Ziad, same thing, hugs and kisses, doing all that. And then Laith, he sleeps with me every night. Like I don't do that like
sleeping away from
No.
us. He sleeps in my bed.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's literally 5 beds in my room. Like full blown beds in a 6-bedroom house. Like we all sleep together.
Yeah. So I think that helps. We don't feel guilty. Like, hey, like y'all motherfuckers are sleeping with us. We're not missing a beat. It's fine.
For me though, personally, like I said, it's just harder to get things done. I can't believe I found my straightener. I'm like shook. Because the other one I left in Palestine. So I
think that's mine actually.
No, please don't tell me. No,
God.
that's literally the one I lost.
I bought that from Brie one time, but
I'm keeping it.
I have a wedding. I think I might need that.
Please.
No, I think
sorry, off topic. ADHD. Okay, so sorry, just to get back on that topic real quick. You know how you say like mom guilt? I feel like I don't work enough, but that's just because before I had kids, I would always tell you this, no one can outwork me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm such a workaholic. I will work 7 days a week from 6 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock. And I remember before I had kids, Monty would be like, please, let's go. Like, I'm so tired. I'm like, no. I need to get this done. But ever since I had kids, I'm like so present. And with having such a present partner too, I don't have that mom guilt because my son's about to be 5, Adam. Mm-hmm. And on my life, I have never left him home alone with a nanny or with anything.
That's amazing.
So even though I have a nanny, a housekeeper, their teachers are always in and out, right? If I'm not home with them, Monty's home with them. Like we have that thing where we were like afraid to just leave them alone. And so if I'm not with them, they love their dad almost like more than they love me. So I feel like when I'm gone, it's not like, oh my God, my mom's gone for 2 hours. It's like, peace, mom. Like, they don't care.
So bad. Okay, so Brandon works really late hours. He'll leave like late, like say noon. So he spends the morning with Lele. He'll make breakfast for the kids, or he'll make us breakfast, and then he'll go to work. But he comes home late. So I have a little bit of mom guilt, but that's relatable. Like not all parents have, the free schedules like that or whatever. So for me, I feel like if I'm not with the kids or spending like pockets of time with them, like to bond, I feel like a wasted day. So a day accomplished for me is when I bond with the kids and I get work done and I make money. So when I check those 3 off my box, I'm like, oh, what a great day. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. And if I add fitness to it, but think about it. Winning.
Being like, business owners though, like alhamdulillah, like at the end of the day, like depending on the business you make, like money's being made as you toss and churn. So to me, like I don't include, like if I have to have a meeting, if you're like, hey, I need you here, we need to have a meeting on this day, but I'm not scheduled to be at work, I'll still hop on the meeting like you said. But I don't feel guilty because I feel like I'm home all day, every day with them doing things. And if I'm not, Monty is. Mm-hmm. And our schedules are, alhamdulillah, I'm cohesive. Like regardless, I have mom guilt. Like I just want to be in the moment all the time, hanging out. But if I'm in a meeting, we're in a meeting. And I'm like, I'm zoned out. I'm zoned out. So I just make pockets of time for the kids. But I will say, it's alhamdulillah, like thank God, we do have the freedom to be with our kids, and it does take support. It does take a village. I do outsource a lot of things. And another thing is eventually when you get to a point, you have to like say social media management. In the very beginning days of our business, we used to do that, right? Mm-hmm. But right now we'll have a designated person that's going to do it better than we could ever do it, right? Or someone that's going to be a marketing team that's going to do it better than we could ever do it. So little by little, you outsource the things that you can't really focus on. Everything in my life is outsourced except payroll. That's one thing I won't give up control.
Yeah, it's hard. I can't do that either.
Because they're going to mess it up. There's just too many logistics. Like there's just too many details.
We know too much about everything or any glitches or mistakes or updates. We're the only ones that can control the money and know when to process and when deposits and transfers. And I don't like to lose control of that. That's my favorite thing to do. Least favorite, but favorite.
I hate it and I dread it every 2 weeks of my it takes me forever to do payroll. Imagine how many locations we have, how many different businesses. It makes me sick to my stomach. But I feel such a relief like once it's done, and I feel like no one is going to handle it like us.
Just know every time I'm doing payroll and Brandon sees me, he's like, I love you so much. Like I could never do this.
What's so funny? Crazy. Monty actually took over doing payroll for the nail school for a while. But then I just have our podcast, mind you, we filmed episode 2, but it was so harsh and so crazy. Too raw. We decided not to drop it. So this is a fake episode 2. It's actually episode 3, but we're going to episode 2, you guys. He took over, but then I just wanted that control again. And I'm like, no, I got it. Or if he didn't do it fast enough, right? And I'm like, no, you didn't do it fast enough. So I'm taking over. And he's like, what the fuck?
I like to see what everyone's doing. I like to see who's slacking. I like to see who's killing
But I
it.
almost feel like he does it better than me. Why? Because he'll bring up questions like, why is this chick clocking in at this time, clocking out at that? That don't make, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, hold on. And like, he'll catch things that I don't catch, but I feel like he's also so busy doing his own payroll for the shops. I'm just like, yeah, but it's like I said, something I don't want to give up.
It's a bittersweet. Yeah, it's a control thing. No, I like doing payroll. That's one of my most important jobs. And then I have the expo that I have to work on, making sure that I'm on top of this.
That stresses me out just seeing that. Like there's just, I know so much that goes into it. And you guys, we make it look so easy running all these businesses. It's not.
You would never think.
Like, no. On my life, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I wish I worked for Boss Nail or Boss Beauty instead of like the back end, because we're the first ones up, last ones down. And as business owners, real entrepreneurs will tell you you're the last one to get paid, period. Like, alhamdulillah, we make money daily, right? But
cash flow's there.
But at the end of the day, shit's like a roller coaster always. And I don't care who you are, what business you're in, like that's just what it is. So us, when it's good, it's great. But when it's bad, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like we got to deal with it.
We've had to pay payroll out of pocket
multiple times.
Or any bills.
Keep in mind, we've been in business for a long time, alhamdulillah, since 2017. So like I said, when it's good, it's great. When it's bad, it's like a business owner is going to feel it. But we're built for that. A lot of people are not built for it. They'll crumble and be like, oh yeah, I can't do this.
And mind you, this is, running, we're just talking about the business. But remember,
this is so sad off of one question. But
think about this. No, think about this though. How about our kids' birthdays? How about our kids' events? How about our kids' needs? How about shopping?
We don't miss anything.
Our, events, birthdays? We integrate that all into our life. Like whatever our schedule's looking like, we just find a slot that works for all of us. And that's just how we manage. I mean, okay, so before we go, how would you advise somebody to do this if they didn't have the support that you and I have, which is like say husbands in the home, or
be with someone that's going to be beneficial for your life, period.
Or can't afford a housekeeper or can't afford employees. Like how can they do what we did?
Don't get it twisted. This did not happen overnight. Like we did not come from money. And so that's why our life is like this now, because we didn't have this. It's not like we were born rich or born into like, hey, you're rich and don't worry about it. I'm going to set it up. We don't come from money, but our kids will. Right. And I feel like that's why we go so hard in the beginning. It's all about grinding it out and taking every job that you possibly can. Any job, be grateful to have it, because there's a lot of people that don't have a job right now, and learning from it and doing something every day. So if you're working a 9 to 5, that's amazing. That's great, right? But do something every day that your future is going to thank you for your personal life. So if you're working somewhere where, you're getting paid, it's consistent, but it's not really what you want to do, that's okay. But don't use the weekends to go out and party and drink and kick it with your friends. Friends are losers. Like I don't have friends. I've never had friends.
Okay, that's another thing. I think we don't have a friendship life, like outside family.
I'm going to tell you why. I don't, because in high school, I realized friends don't ever want to see you win. And so I realized bitches are fake and they just never have your best interest. And I learned that very young, very, very young. And so I used my weekends. Keep in mind, when I was in high school, I had 3 jobs. I've been a hustler since day one, right? Oh, sure. And I feel like the reason why this is our life now and my life and how I set it up to be this way, right, is because we had absent parents, right? We've had absent parents. My mom was working 7 days a week to keep the roof over our head. And so for me, is just doing something every day that your future is going to thank you for. And I hate to sound repetitive, but that's just the truth. Don't do something that's not going to serve you. You're kicking it with 4 losers, bitch, you're the 5th. You're kicking it with 4 bums, you're the 5th. Like, hang out with boss people. Hang out with people that have goals. Hang out with people
Put it in perspective. Okay, say you're hanging out with 4 people and they're like, oh, we're just going to chill tonight, have pizza and donuts and kick it and watch Netflix. And you pull up. Are you going to eat the donuts and the pizza and chill out and watch Netflix? Okay, so say you had friends and they're like, hey, guys, we're all going to go for a hike. We're going to hit the mountains. We're going to go for a jog, for a run. And then we're going to go get some salads after. The 5th one, you're going to do the same.
Or having 4 friends that are like, hey, you guys, we have this badass idea. We're all going to invest. We're only putting in $15,000 each or $500 each.
All of us, we're going to put in our sales experience. Marketing. You know how to do visuals.
Saying? Yeah.
You collaborate.
For sure.
Your friends become your partners, right? So I think because we're both kind of the same, we're very different, but very the same. We're always on the same wave.
That is true. That is very true, because we can go for a long time not talking. And then when we do, and it's not like, oh, we're going for a long time no talking. We just have we're busy as hell, right?
So busy.
And so, but when we do talk, it's like everything we're talking about is like, shut up, hold on, stay right there. We'll send each other screenshots.
Look what I was just
being
researching.
on the
Look
same
at this.
wave.
Look at this.
And that's just like we're connected in a weird way, right?
Right.
But my only advice would be just be about it, right? Life is short. And just do something beneficial for your life. Like you can either be in the same spot. Time is going to pass you by. It takes zero effort and energy to be a fucking nobody. What are you going to do today to be different? What are you going to do today to shock somebody who expects you to be a nobody or just mediocre? Like I'm not mediocre and I'm just getting started. I opened my first school at 24 years old because I knew I was going to do some wild shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just about also manifestation, right? Write your goals down, 50 of them, 20 of them, 30 of them. Look at it every day. And what can you do today? Even if you're working at the mall, if you're working at McDonald's, it's okay. You're making money. Don't let anyone make you feel less because you got to start somewhere and your current situation is not your final destination. And if you can dream it, you can achieve it. But you got to start somewhere and be real with yourself. Just do something beneficial every day.
But that's good advice. But what if someone's stuck? So my advice would be, what do you like to do? What are you good at? Are you good at fucking flowers? Are you good at decoration? Are you good at cleaning? Are you good at organizing? Are you good at sales? Like, what are you good at? Find the highest point that the highest peak of whatever it is that you like. Like, okay, like Ziad, one time I asked him, I was like, what do you like to do? He's like, I like to play video games. I'm like, no, for real. He's like, I like to play video games. I'm like, all right.
People make millions playing video games.
He's like, I want to play video games. I'm like, okay, what game? Okay, what gamer? What does he do? How does he like, you got to research like what it is that they're doing and find ways that you can get to that level. Like not everyone's going to have sales experience. Not everyone's going to be in the education industry, right? Or the beauty industry. But whatever it is that you do and you're good at and you truly enjoy, try to see if there's a business that you can do in that field and pursue it. Just on the side, set a day aside, just like you set a day for payroll, I set a day for meetings, set a day aside to dedicate to that craft. Even if it's just a hobby, you will perfect it and you will make something out of it. So that's my advice.
I'm positive that's my straightener. I'm going to tell you why. I'm so sorry. I remember I borrowed it to you.
No, Brianna sold that one to me at the convention.
No, I swear that's my straightener. I'll die on that hill. That's my fucking straightener. Sorry, guys. I was literally crashing out looking for it. Sorry. I have a lot of juicy questions, but that was a great answer.
I think we're just very different, you know?
You keep saying we're different.
We're very different. Very good.
Okay. Who's your favorite sibling and why?
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't see that.
Okay, so I love all my brothers and sisters equally, and I feel like I'm a really good sister.
I know who your favorite sibling is.
You don't know me.
I think it's Musa.
So I want to explain why you guys think that. No, and it's not even that because like I said, I love all my brothers and sisters equally. And I talk to Nude all day, every day. Like, I'm obsessed with that little girl. She's at my house every single day. And like you, we talk every single day, almost every single day. Mohammed, I don't talk to him every single day, but he does call me almost every day to check on me. And I love him so much. And I'll cook for him and I'll do certain things for him. But Musa is just different. I feel like from all my brothers and sisters, me and him are more alike than anybody else.
They're so funny. They're the funny ones.
Not just funny. I feel like me and him have like loose screws. Yeah. Like we're the same. Like as far as like being hustlers, like we're all hustlers. Don't get it twisted.
He's my little baby scammer boy.
But yeah, he's just a dumbass. Like I love him. I feel like in relationships also like Monty's he's like you and Musa are identical. Like y'all funny. Are mentally retarded.
I love Musa and I love how he's such a sweet young
like he just doesn't take anything serious. And I
love him.
He FaceTimes my kids almost every day. Aww. If that makes a difference, I don't know.
Yeah, you feel closer to him because he's also younger too. He's
and I feel like I said, my younger brothers and sisters, I feel like I have a control over, and not in a weird way, but I feel like because they're younger, I'm able to advise them more. I'm able to let them know, hey, don't do this and don't do that. It's like more of like a motherly older sister. Like I can talk shit to him. And Musa's the type I can call him like, hey, transfer me this. I need this right now. He won't even question me. Yeah. And he'll be like, hey, Nana, I need you to give me this. Like, I feel like we just have that bond because he's younger. You know, like you guys, I'm not going to call you guys and be like, hey, Mo, what is this? And I feel like I walk on eggshells.
No. Like, wait, is it because I'm your big sister?
Not with you. I don't walk on eggshells with your ass. I feel like with Mo, I have to be very cautious of what I say because he's very sensitive and I don't want to rub him the wrong way. And I love him so much. And I feel like there was a point in our life that he wasn't involved in. And so now that
because he lived in another state.
That and who he was with, right? And that's why I'm very firm on you gain a daughter. I mean, yeah, you gain a daughter or lose a son. Same thing, we gained a sister or lose a brother. And I feel like if we weren't like this with who he was dating or who he was with, like he would choose them over us. And so with him, I'm just very selective on the comments I make, the things I say. I love him to death. Like I said, I go hard for all my brothers and sisters, but Musa's like, I don't have to check what I'm saying. Like he doesn't care. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
It. That's my explanation.
Musa,
he's not my favorite. That's just the one I feel like we're more alike. We're more
How
alike.
do I feel about you guys? You're very strong-headed. I love you to death. I know that you're like taking care. You take care of yourself. Like I don't have to worry
Same
about
with you.
Like
Same.
you're just grown.
Yeah, we're
so
grown.
I can talk to you about like serious things of opinions. Like we'll laugh. We bond. We like the same things. Except our music is very different. So it's funny.
So funny. Susu listens to like depressing music, soft girl music. We're all like
would never know.
Spiritual music.
And she listens to everything Cardi B, Stallion, hip hop, rap. Just it's funny. Like it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Mo, I feel close to Mo. I really do. I feel his struggles. I've seen him struggle personally.
I do too.
And I feel his sensitivity because low-key, I'm a sensitive person.
It's funny. I feel like you and Mo have like you're more like you and Mo on every level. You guys are more the same. And me and Musa are more the same. And Nude is like both. Like she can go either way.
Yeah, I think that's with Mo. I just feel him I feel him out. And I think because he's sensitive, I know how to talk to Mo. I can maneuver. Musa's hilarious. He just scams me every chance he gets.
Every chance. Same, bro.
Literally, we'll be hanging out. He'll be like $100, rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, no, he's a fucking scammer.
And I love him. I love him. He's such an innocent, pure-hearted kid. I love
lover boy.
Musa.
He's a lover boy.
I love my Musa. And then you're strong-headed. You're a leader. Like, I don't worry about you. I feel like more it's like friendly, funny, business. Yeah. Nura Bandura, she's just stubborn and she's emotionless sometimes.
She's fucking, that's the word, emotionless.
She's very like monotone. So sometimes she can be so loving, but she still acts the same. But she's such a good aunt.
She's the type of person that'll text you, Kay. Yeah, she's an amazing aunt to the boys. She really is.
Yeah, my kids love Nura. So I don't know. I don't really have a favorite.
I don't have a favorite either. That's what I'm saying. I just feel like me and Musa are more alike than anybody else.
I think so too.
I think that's what I'm saying. Me and Musa are more alike. You and Mo are more alike. And Nuda's like 50-50.
She's the oddball.
No, she's not because I talk to her all day, every day, but she's more like she could kick it with you all day. She could kick it with me all day. It's the same.
She gets along with everybody.
But we do too. I get along with all my brothers and sisters. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so
and Nuda's way younger, so
yeah, I mean, she's a baby of the family, so she doesn't take anything seriously. Hold on, did my DoorDash get here?
And Nude never takes sides at anything. She's very neutral.
Yeah, she is.
Okay, what's another question? The next question I have here is, this lady would love to know about our spiritual journeys as Muslims, especially Hanan. I know Hanan mentioned not wanting to get more tattoos and her life changing as a mom and a serious Muslim.
Okay. First of all, I'm like the worst Muslim out there.
I can attest to
that. No, you are trash. No, so here's the
Why?
thing. I can attest to like, yeah, you are a terrible Muslim.
We are. We're not perfect.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Ever since I became a mom, I feel like before I didn't care and I was just like, yeah, I'm this and Christmas, I'll celebrate. Like I love Christmas because I'm so festive and I'm just all about different festivities. But ever since became a mom, especially because I'm a boy mom, I feel like it's my duty and my obligation to raise real strong men providers who lead their families, right? And I don't want to confuse my kids. I feel like for us, we grew up so effing confused because mom and baba and it's just
explain that because somebody
so my mom's Mexican, right? She lived in Palestine. We lived in Palestine for 7 years.
She was
Catholic.
Converted. She was born a Catholic,
but she converted to be Muslim.
So rewind. So my mom is Hispanic and she was born in Mexico and she was raised as a Catholic girl, right? So she went to church, she did all the things on Sundays. And then our dad, he's Palestinian, Muslim, super strict Muslim from like not a super strict, but
No,
his
hell
family,
no. He is
but
a sorry ass Muslim. He is not strict.
he tried to act strict with us. So yeah. So
Okay.
here's the thing. So my mom converts, right, to Islam. He's trying to teach
And
her.
she moves to Palestine for 7 years with us.
Yeah. So we hear my mom doing her rosario in
Every
Spanish.
morning, and then before the freeway, she does that whole thing. So I'm like, every time I would go on the freeway, I'd be like, Mom, do that. Even until now, I'm like, Mom, do that thing you do. She just laughs at me. She's like, okay. So like I said, I grew up real confused.
We just believed in everything.
I just believed in what my family believed in. Like my dad is Muslim, so we were raised Muslims. Like for me, I was born Muslim, I'm going to die Muslim. That's just how I feel, right? But my mom, she was learning Islam and things like that. And she did really good for the longest time. And she still does, right? She still loves it. But back to why I changed my ways completely is because being a mom of sons, I feel like I don't want my kids to be confused and be like, oh yeah, I celebrate Christmas and oh yeah, this and Jesus. And no. Especially YouTube is bad enough. He'll be like, who's this white guy coming down? Is he Jesus Christ? I'm like, yeah, it's Jesus. So I'll try to explain.
Jesus was black and Jew.
So here's the thing.
He was dark brown.
This is off topic, but that's why I have an
FYI.
Islamic teacher that comes once a week and she answers all their questions and they pray on their mat and they talk about things and she talks about Allah and things like that. And so I just don't want to confuse them. And so no matter how much I love Christmas, that's something and my husband was very supportive with that. Like he would let me decorate, he'd let me celebrate Christmas. But once I was pregnant, I found out it was a son. Like he was like, so we need to have that talk. Like you're going to stop all your bullshit because we're having a son and we're not going to have him sitting here believing certain things. Okay. So I was like, very certain that I wanted to raise them Muslim, but the right way, right? Because I feel like for us, I'm Muslim, but I'm finding my way in Islam. I'm relearning Islam my way as an adult.
Not what we were fed as kids.
Right. And so being said that, I married a Muslim, I married Arab, and it's easier for me to be with someone. Keep in mind, his whole family's like really religious. So I'm like a complete oddball already, completely. So I had to change my ways 1,000% to just, I feel like be the best mom that I personally can be the best wife. And I love everything about the culture, the religion. I'm Muslim, I'm Arab. Like, so I didn't marry outside of my culture. I'm married within. So I just tried my hardest to go that way. And now my kids, I mean, they're so smart. You can talk to them about anything. They just know what it is.
That's good.
They know they're Palestinian boys. They know they're Muslim. They know they're Arab. They know they don't celebrate Christmas. They know that Eid is their holiday. They know about Ramadan. Like, I just want something specific for them. So
yeah.
It doesn't mean like I'm the best Muslim ever. I try every day to be better than I was yesterday. I'm just still working progress, but that's just my answer. It's just because I became a mom. If I never became a mom, trust me, I'd still be trash.
No, I mean, it's not trash. So for me personally,
like I'm strict with my kids, like in what they learn.
That's
what I'm
really
saying,
good, actually. And we could get into religion and all that, but I've read a lot of the Bible because I just wanted to know. I've read a lot of the Quran, and personally, my belief with everything, seeing mom kind of confused and my dad being a Muslim and my husband, I mean, he was born a Christian. And so I was born a Muslim. I never went and got baptized. I've gone to church a few times to kind of understand, and I didn't feel connected. So like I tested myself if I'm in fear or if I'm in danger.
I asked you that, remember?
I go to the Quran because
you start praying.
It was instilled in me as a kid.
For sure.
So my kids know the Quran, but they also highly respect Christianity because we have a stepdaughter and their stepsister, Christian. Maddie's, they celebrate Christmas. So we actually celebrate Christmas because we love Jesus, right? So I'm Muslim. My kids are Muslim. My husband says he converted. He doesn't eat pork and all the things. But I think once you're a kid, whatever you're taught as a kid is what is instilled in you. Like my mom, she was instilled with Christianity or, whatever. And even if you try to be Muslim, it's like when you're in fear or whatever, you always go back to what you learned as a kid. So I don't think someone can fully convert all the way. It's really rare. So for me, we're just like mixed beliefs. But for me personally,
you're like blended.
We have to be. Like I can't just strip Christmas from someone who celebrated 40 years of their life. it's like, okay, well, I'm Muslim. I love Jesus. We'll celebrate, but we don't pray to Jesus as like God. I always tell them like, I think God, I think Jesus is just a prophet and that's what we believe and we respect it. It's like, I'm not forced to be like you.
I respect every other religion for sure. And culture and all of that stuff. But my sons, like, I'm very adamant on what we believe and what we practice because it's all fun and games until they're older and they don't have a backbone. And then they marry someone who is, let's just say my son marries a white girl, just like you married a white guy, right? And she's Christian or Catholic. And then my son's sitting here converting to that. Like, to me, I'd be very upset. I would support him 1,000%. But I feel like as a man, as a man who's about that life and who's going to lead and guide your family, like, I need him to be strong. I need him to be a provider. And I need him to also know culture. Yeah. Like, I'd rather him convert his girl and be like, I'm a man, I'm going to take care of you. You don't ever have to work a day in your life because you're with a real man who's going to take care of you and know his values. Like, values, like in Islam, like, it's all about taking care of your woman. It's all about being a real man and providing for her 1,000% and being, available to your children and giving and just being involved in the community. I don't know. It's just different for me. I don't want to confuse my kids. So when I see people taking their kids to church and then taking them to the mosque, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're confusing your kids, especially at such a young age. But I don't say anything about it because each to their own. But for me personally, I don't want my kids thinking that I could do this and I could do this and I could do that. Yeah, you can, but why are you a lost little soul? Like, I'm not doing that. I want them to know what everything is, but also do what they need to be doing. Because they're men. They're not little girls. They're men.
I guess the cool thing is Brandon's not religious. He just grew up a certain way. So I take
Neither
charge.
Neither is Monty.
No, I take charge of that with my kids. You know what I mean? Like Laith, Zaina, and Ziad.
And their dad is Muslim and has a mosque. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different.
They 100% know they're Muslim.
But here's the thing too. You have a little white boy as a son, right? Are you going to raise him Muslim, Catholic?
100%. His Muslim name, red Quran in his ear. Yes, he's my baby.
But you see, these are things that people would want to know.
I mean,
she's married to a white guy. They have a son together. He's literally blue eyes, blonde hair, and his name is Laith. I find that the funniest thing ever.
He's perfect. And I'm going to teach him everything that I know, that I've learned, that I've studied in the religions. And he's going to be raised a Muslim. And he is being raised a Muslim. And so are the kids. I have your Muslim teacher and the kids love her. And they're memorizing Quran. And funny enough is, yes, I may be like, sometimes here and there, but out of everybody, all my siblings, I memorize majority of the Quran.
And you could read it.
I can be tattooed, I can look wild and crazy, but if you dig deep, it's very spiritual in there. I know a whole lot of Quran and I know a lot of meanings. For sure. And I've dug around, I've explored, but Quran is really what I go back to. So
all day, every day.
Yeah. I love it. But I don't knock Christmas because I love the lights.
I love Christmas. I love the lights. I love it. And here's the thing too, like I let my kids love it and know about it and everything like that. But I don't want them to expect, oh, it's Christmas, let's go buy a tree, like over my dead body. We're not doing that.
Yeah. I mean,
before they came, I would go buy a tree. I would decorate my whole house. I would have presents. It is so fun. But the Eid is even better because it's their holiday. So I go all out. My house, when it's the Eid, you would think it's Christmas. Inside, don't I decorate like a madman? And then there's gifts and that's their holiday. I don't want to confuse them. Period.
That's fair.
That's
fair. I mean, if you're with a Muslim and you're Muslim and it just
and
works
here's the thing,
different.
I have nothing but sons. Yeah. So I'm trying to raise them the right way. I want them to be like their dad. I want them to know certain things, that's just what it is. Hopefully.
I love that.
Your question. Okay.
I have one for you.
Okay. So we're going to just answer your questions. I can't go back. Okay, go.
What is y'all's biggest pet peeve in a person?
Lying. I hate a pathological liar because I feel like if you lie, that means you're scared. And if you're like lying constantly, you're scared of somebody. So I'm a real ass bitch and I'm going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not, because I'm going to keep it 100 because then I don't have to memorize a story or like stick to something. So I hate when people lie when they don't have to.
I agree with you.
So that's like my pet peeve, honestly.
I think my pet peeve is a lazy man or like a lazy person where you're like, why are you lazy?
Yeah.
Like, why aren't you motivated, productive? Like, why are you wasting your life? Like, how bummy is that from anybody? Like, to be a bum.
For sure.
Like, I don't even want to be.
In a man or a woman, for sure.
It's just like, why are you like that? Like, what's wrong with you? I
have a lot of juicy questions for relationships, for sure.
Okay, wait. I have another one so we can be done with these. Is your hair real?
1,000%. I don't have the energy to wear extensions, you guys. That doesn't mean I would never. I would, especially if it's an event. But yeah, it's 1,000% real.
It is real. Yours is real. Mine is real sometimes, and I'll wear clip-ons here and there, but my hair is very long.
But she's also she does more hair than I ever will. So she's like about that life, and she'll like do her hair different styles.
I didn't even style my hair today, but sometimes if I want to have big, voluminous hair down in my back, I'll clip on extensions. You won't even know for length. It's just more for volume. So yeah, I'll wear extensions from time to time. And like, I'm not ashamed. I'll give you the link, whatever. Like, I'm about that.
We're in the beauty industry, so we're just pro beauty 1,000%. If that means, getting Botox, getting lipo, whatever it may be, whatever makes you happy, I'm a full supporter
Botox.
Of that. Yeah.
I haven't done fillers yet, but just Botox. But I think I'm right now,
Botox,
bro, 37, like that's crazy. I'm going to have to start.
Old.
You need to stop. That is old. I'm almost 40.
So sad.
Fuck you.
Okay. Oh my God. There's too many questions about baddies, you guys. Let's see. What led you to open Boss Beauty? That's a good question. Okay. So I moved to Texas in 2015 with my now husband. And I remember it all started with like I said, I'm a hustler, so I didn't come and just sit on my ass. I remember whatever I was doing in Cali, I called up here a company. I'm like, hey, you need me to work for you. And they're like, we're not hiring. And I'm like, no. You don't have to pay me unless I make a sale. But I want to show you what I'm about. And I went and I peeped out what they had and everything. I was like, y'all are fucking lame. You're doing it all wrong. And I would tell them, like, you can make so much more. Like, they were just not receptive to my ideas.
Really?
At
all. Know the story.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And I remember, and I was like, I can change your whole business dynamic. I can make you so much money. And I made them like a $17,000 sale the first week I worked there. And they're like, we've never done that. I'm like, no, I know you've never had someone like me working for you, but this is what I need. They wouldn't give me access to their office, like to tour the location. They were just so like, and I was like, this is not going to work. But y'all gonna regret this. And I remember the same week that happened, Mom got into a car accident. And I was so upset because I was stuck out here in Texas. I wasn't stuck, but I was with Monty, and Mom was in LA, and she called me crying, and I called Auntie Lena, and I was like, "Go fucking get my mom."
In that situation. I went to
and she was like, "It's okay, like don't worry about it." And I was so frantic because I felt like I wasn't there for her, and I would do the back and forth 2, 3, 4 times a month to come and be with you guys in LA because I was very consistent about that, remember? Mm-hmm. But it got to a point where I was like, okay, I told Monty, I was like, look, hugs and kisses are not going to pay my bills. I'm very much independent. And he had his own business. He was doing his own thing. He was paying all my bills since the day I met him. That's why he's here today. Like, I was like, wait, this is a real man. Like, I remember the first thing he told me was like, I want to be responsible for you. I was like, what? He started paying my rent. He got my braces off. He would give me stacks of money. I was like, okay, I get you. No. So anyways, that's a different question. Different time we could talk about that. But that's just what it was. But I didn't have anything. And so, like I said, he had his own business and we were out here doing our thing or whatever. But I felt like my life was wasting because I felt like I have so much to give and I'm so smart and I'm so ambitious. I would be like kicking it and I'm like, I'm a fucking loser. Like, yeah, I'm out of state, but I could do something. And he's like, well, what do you want to do?
You didn't want to sit on your ass.
I didn't want to sit on my ass. And he was like, you don't have to work. Like, I got you. And I'm like, no.
That would be a girl's dream.
Yeah, but I was like, no, I don't have any kids. Like, I'm okay. Like, I think he got me a cat, like, to keep me company. And I was like, I felt like a fucking loser. Like, I just didn't want to just not contribute and bring anything to the table. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because we all want to have a soft girl lifestyle, right? Mm-hmm. But then Mom got into the car accident, and I was like, you know what? I need to do something. Like I said, either we open a business out here in Dallas, like in Texas, or I'm going to go back to LA and open a business with my family. But I'm not going to do this. Like, I want to have my own business. You have your own business and that's cool. But I want something for myself. And either I open it here or I open it there. He's like, you're not fucking going anywhere. You tell me what you want to do and I'm going to make it happen. I said, I want to open up a school. He's like, here. The kid gave me like $30,000 or $33,000. And I called you up and I was like, I want to open up a fucking school. Hold on. I'm going to remind you of what you told me. No,
I'm going to tell you before you say.
Before that, I was so dead set on I wanted to open a school because I did my research and I realized they have no community out here in Texas. Nothing. And I would call you and I would call Mom and I would tell you guys like, yo, there's nothing out here. We can change so many lives. Like, there's just so much we can do. There's so much room for growth and opportunity. And
then I was calling. She was making all the calls.
I was fucking handling. And then I flew to LA and I was in the back seat. You were in the front seat and mom was driving. And I will never forget. I will die if I'm lying. I was like, okay, guys. And I was like so hyped. Hold on. I was so hyped. And I was telling them my vision. And I was like, look, we're going to open a school. I'm going to open a school and I want to do this. And I want to offer makeup and I want to offer this and that and that. This sorry excuse of a human turns around and goes, you're a dreamer. That's cute. I have
will say,
kids. Hold on. You're like, I have kids.
Okay.
That's not happening. Like, what am I going to just fucking up and leave and move to Texas? I was like, I'm a fucking dreamer.
Bitch, I'm a doer.
Bitch, I'm a doer. You fucking see me here. I caught a flight. I'm taking all the necessary steps. You're going to either do it with me or I'm going to do it by myself. But I was set on opening up Boss Beauty in Texas and I had to get her on board. But in the beginning, she was like, yeah, a dreamer.
No.
Yes.
I said that. Yes. But okay.
But then you're like,
on television.
Hold on. The first 5 seconds, you're like, okay, I'm done. I take it back.
Okay, yeah, I took it back. And she proved me so wrong on a million different levels. She just proved that the vision was so big that it scared me to the point I was like, okay, like you're dreaming
even the partner you were
big.
with at the time was like shitting on it. And I would never forget we were in his kitchen.
Y'all are cute.
And he was like, that's cute, but like, what are you really going to do? And I was like, motherfucker, this is what we're going to do. I just told you what it is. Like, you're going to see and I'm going to make you eat your words. And that's what, I'm glad you said that. Like, it was just such a big vision. And I feel like it freaked you. It freaked everyone
scary.
out. But I wasn't scared because like, I'm about that. I was like, no,
we're on our way there. Still.
How
about this? The vision was so much bigger than where we're at now. And it's like, we see it coming. Like, oh my God, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
I will say, you inspired me and she motivated me. Before she came to California, she made the calls. We had meetings. I had my money set aside. I was ready. You know, I sold a hair salon that my mom and I had together. I had my share, my mom had her share, and I was ready to dive in. And then the only thing that scared me was having the kids in California with their dad being there, seeing them on the weekends. Like, I was like, how am I going to strip the kids and just move to Texas, right?
But she was already the sole provider.
I was already the sole. That's how, and I had to go to court. Like, I got not convicted. I got basically there was like a case against me saying I was kidnapping my kids and all these legalities. And
oh my God, I went to court with you about that.
I had to go to court. Like, it was not easy, right? At all. It didn't help that I had a partner that was very anti me leaving, anti me thriving and growing. And I realized that moment you said in the kitchen table when he was like,
I was like,
y'all
that's
are cute.
Ugly.
And I looked at Hanan and I was like, we got to go.
I was like, that's fucking ugly.
We're going to do it and we're going to do it good. So I took all the necessary steps to get my kids financially.
It took you 6 months.
Back and forth, dealing with court, dealing with selling my businesses, dealing with gathering money, saving money, doing side gigs. Like, it was a lot with 2 babies. Imagine you have all your kids and all the help, but I had 2 kids by myself.
Hell no.
Yeah. It's hard.
I would die.
It's so hard. So that's that. But once we did it, you didn't disappoint. We worked really hard.
We did.
We did sales. I did sales. I would come to the office. You would come to the office.
And she was in Cali for 6 months getting her life together. And what I mean by getting her life together, she was getting full custody of the kids, like legally moving, selling your shop, doing all that.
I had to pack everything as much as I can.
But what I'm saying is we didn't wait for her for those, like, I didn't wait for you for those 6 months.
We started.
I started the whole thing for 6 months. And honestly, I have to give it to Monty because he was such a fucking writer. And before I even called you, like, hey, you want to open up a school? Before I even called you, I remember I looked at him and I was like, do you believe in me? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, do you think I could do it? He's like, you could fucking do anything. Aww. He's like, I fucking believe in you and I'll back you up 1,000%. And he's like, bitch, you ain't go nowhere anyways. He's like, whatever I have to do, whatever I have to give you, like, we're going to do it here. And that's why, honestly, guys, ladies, it's so important to pick a partner who is about you and your growth. Because there's sometimes a lot of guys that are like, oh, I don't want you to open a business or I don't want you to do this because, you know, you're going to whatever. But there's a lot of guys that will back you up and just support your dreams because you never know where it's going to take you. And I feel like that's my partner. And we're going on, alhamdulillah, 11 years. And he's just such a fucking supporter. The only thing he didn't support was me wanting to be a rapper. And that's what...
Remember, went to a music studio?
No, honestly, I was dead ass going to be a rapper. And if you don't know my personality, I would have been a superstar right now. Like, I would have made it.
I feel like you could still do it.
No, I'm a fucking mom.
But rap about like being Muslim.
No, I would have been a super ratchet rapper. Like, we would have broken. Like, he was just not about it, but he didn't tell me he wasn't about it. He just got me pregnant. And that's where it all went out
After
the
you got
window.
married, clarify.
Yeah, of course. I don't believe in having kids unless you're married.
Well, it sounded like you got knocked up. I'm just trying to clarify for you.
Listen, let me clarify, you guys. If you're not married, you have no business having a baby. And that's a hill I will die on till this day. Like, that's just not cool. Just not how we were raised.
As crazy as we looked on TV, as tatted as I am, I didn't get pregnant before marriage, and my daughter will not do the same fucking thing. Not bashing those who have, because you probably didn't have someone to tell you, but really, why would you give yourself?
It's so precious. Like,
why would you bring a child into the world with someone who's not even committed to you? So if you are pregnant now, or if you're having someone's baby, you better be married before that baby's born. That is the ultimate commitment. Seriously, that's messed up.
listen, I will keep my comments to myself because they're not nice. Like, what the fuck are you doing? No. Like, and people are going to say, a marriage is not going to keep up. I don't give a fuck. If you're not my husband, we're not having a baby. Like, I would rather be married, have a baby, break up, get married again, have a baby, break up. But I'm not having.
So are you referring to me having 2 baby daddies?
No.
I was married both times. And I waited 4 years to have a baby.
That's
to make
okay.
Sure.
No. That's okay. Each to their own. I don't. That's not a big deal.
Talking shit.
No, I know, but that's another thing. Like, it's so normalized these days. Like, having more than one baby daddy. It's crazy to me. No. Let's get off of this topic. What do they call a kid before marriage?
It's not a bastard, is it?
Why would you say that?
No, a bastard is...
A bastard is someone who was born without having, like, you're not married. Isn't that a bastard? Okay, let me ask Siri. Hold on. Siri, what's the definition of a bastard?
I'm going to start calling people bastards.
I call everyone a bastard, but I don't mean it. What's the definition of a bastard? A child born to parents who are not married. That is such a bad word. Why would you say that? Okay, anyways, that's not a question.
God's going to punish our kids. Why are we talking shit about bastards?
I'm not. I just said a bastard is someone whose parents weren't married when they were born. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the truth. So
it's a legitimate birth status.
So we're mad about facts now.
It's a non-noble birth.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
So I don't want to have a bastard. So that's why I felt like marriage is key.
Marriage is... I can't... Okay, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay, next topic. At any point, would you join baddies?
No.
Next. Okay.
I don't... That's so messed up.
Oh, I have one.
What
are deal breakers? Like, what's a deal breaker for you? You want me to go first?
Bro, at this point, I done dealt with so much shit.
So, a deal breaker for me, I'll go first. And this is just, I don't know if it's my personality. I think everyone knows my personality. And it's simple. I'll keep it simple. I'll keep it cute. It's CBD. I will never deal with cheating, beating, or drugs. If you're going to cheat on me, I won't be with you because I'm not going to be insecure, self-conscious, and feeling some type of way. So I can't do that. And then I'm going to feel like I have to cheat on you and get my lick back for the rest of my life. So I'm not doing that. I can't. I won't be able to look at you the same. So no matter how much I love you, how many years we're together, businesses, like I will just not do that, right? Mm-hmm. Beating, I'm a firm believer of a man keeping his hands to himself. So like I will never be with someone who put their hands on me.
Someone can beat you, they can kill you.
Period. I'm just not about an abusive or dysfunctional upbringing or toxic. Like, yeah. And I feel like because we were born into that, like I'm just not about that. Anything that I was born into, I'm just the complete opposite, right? And then drugs. Something that we dealt with in our family. Yep. I would just never be with anyone on drugs because it's just, I just wouldn't deal with it. And especially I have sons and something can happen and I just don't want that around my family, around my kids. So for me, it's CBD. That's a deal breaker. I
love that. I will say I've been picky and choosy and I've been a cheater in my life before. And I'm going to be real on the podcast.
Don't, because I have a question after this for us.
Listen, I've seen drug abuse. I've been around it. I've been lenient. I've accepted some things in my life I'm not proud of. You know what I'm saying? I think I let a lot of things slide that I was anti and against for such a long time. Things have changed. a lot. Like, I think people can change. I've dealt with cheating in the past. When I was on the other side, and I know it's so hurtful. I've gotten my karma back where I got cheated on. It's not cool. But if I were to start over again, my standards, my life would be, my standards would be so high. Like, I'd probably be single for the rest of my life.
But that's not true.
Like,
I don't think you would.
It would be annoying. Like,
Oh.
I would be too annoyed with everything. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's true because I feel like our relationship with our mom and dad, I feel like that has been a standard, a staple in our life. CBD has been a standard. Cheating, beating, and drugs. Like, do you not remember mom? She would always say like, I'll listen to you. I'll support your relationship, except no cheating, beating, and drugs. Like, that has been a standard.
Yeah. No, mom was really big on that. Beating, I'm a big bitch. Ain't nobody can touch this.
I'll beat your ass before you beat my ass.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not worried about that. But like, if you were a skinny little frail girl, like, yes, be careful. Don't let no motherfucker. Whatever. That's never been a problem.
I just feel like certain disrespect. Like, and like I said, we're very different in personalities, right? I'm a very cutthroat type of bitch, and that's just me. No, and I'm a fucking lover girl. When I want to be a lover girl, you know, I love hard.
Yeah, you do.
But I'll also cut someone off as if they never existed because I know my personality, and I'm just not I'm not a forgiving person. I hold grudges. It will be very hard for me to forgive you. I will throw it in your face any and every chance that I get. And it's just a toxic situation. And I have sons and I don't want them to think that's okay. If I had daughters, it would be even worse, you know? And so I will die on that hill, CBD.
I would say 100%. I swear I'm with you 100%, even though I have let some shit slide. I will say this, though. If you're more of a forgiving or trying to understand somebody, if you do, that's okay. Don't allow it to be a repetitive thing. Learn a lesson if you want to be forgiving, which I've done in the past, forgiving for a couple of things. If that shit happens again.
I think you have a softer heart than me. That's what you're more understanding than I will ever be. And that's good.
It's okay. But I will say I can be cutthroat as fuck too. Do it again. You're going to fucking learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I treat everybody with like a humanly, like, okay, you're not perfect. You fucking fucked around, but you're going to fuck around and find out. Try me, don't play me. But I always get my lick back, just FYI. It's eye for an eye mentality. That's a Muslim thing. Eye for an eye. Always will.
Eye for an eye, operandi.
Upper what?
Operandi, that means eye for an eye. Did you not learn that in history?
Operandi?
Yeah.
No, you're so smart.
I could be. Okay.
That's me, though.
I have, yeah.
Do me dirty, I'm going to do you real filthy bitch.
And that's my problem. Because I feel like if you do me dirty, I will do you dirty for the rest of our the duration of our time. Like, I
don't hold grudges. I'm super nice. I'm like,
yeah,
whatever.
no, I'm not.
Yeah, right.
I'm not. And like I said, I take shit personal because I feel like I do believe in every relationship, though, because this is a relationship question. I believe the first 3 months of every relationship, you have to be lenient because there's a lot of things that you're going to deal with, I'm going to deal with, they're going to deal with because it's a new relationship. It's something new you're getting into, right?
That's perfect.
But if you're in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and you... Fuck no, I ain't with that.
That's crazy.
And especially if that person didn't die. Like, if you cheated on me, I'm gonna have to kill your fucking family, literally. But like, if you cheated on me and that person you cheated on me didn't pass away or some crazy shit happened and they're still alive and lingering, I can't. I fucking can't. Like, I would rather be single and just be a single mom. Period.
I get
you. Know?
No, for sure.
I have another juicy question. Would you rather be cheated on or be the cheater?
Be the cheater.
1,000%.
I mean, they're both hurtful. And
they're both terrible.
I've experienced both sides. Actually, being the cheater, guys, I was not proud. Okay. Like, I was younger, whatever. Like, we people learn. And y'all are not innocent. You say, I never cheated. No, bitch, it's bound to happen some way. You're not going to be in love with everybody every single, like, it's just whatever. It's actually super hurtful and the guilt will eat you alive.
I believe that.
Fucked.
But I would still rather be the cheater because like I said, if I get cheated on, I know no matter how much I love you, like Monty, I love him so much. Alhamdulillah, I could tell you this in 11 years.
I'm talking about like
No.
Previous things.
Previous, current. I'm in a current relationship. It's the only relationship. I don't claim any other relationship in my life, right? So Monty knows this. He tells me, you scare the fuck out of me. Like, you're mentally sick. Like, I don't even have a fucking Instagram because God forbid if I accidentally like a bitch's picture, like, you'll be at the courthouse. I'm mentally fucking retarded. Like, I don't play, you know? And I know if he were to cheat on me, 11 years down the drain, all our businesses down the drain. Our kids, unfortunately, are going to live in a two household situation. That's just me. No, you will be in my ear. Mom will be in my, everyone will be in my ear. Just give him a chance. I will be like, fuck no. He knows this. I know this, right? I love that. But I feel like if I were to cheat, he's more forgiving than me. Like, he would be like, I'm not going to let all this go to the drain. Like, I'll give this dumb bitch another chance. Like, I feel like he would be more forgiving. So we might have a chance at this again. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I would never.
Yeah. But being the cheater, living in a situation where the other person does not trust you, will be hounding you, tracking you, accusing you.
It's disgusting.
It is. I've lived that
disgusting.
side. It is that side when you're actually innocent.
Okay, or would like, you rather be the one that got cheated on and be like, oh, I need to check his phone. Oh, where is he?
Misery.
It's fucking miserable either way. But I would rather be the one doing the cheating is all I'm saying, personally.
Yeah. But still, I would rather just not. How about you just be with somebody you fucking love and just be a fucking normal person? How about we just don't answer this question? It's just like too much. Just stressful.
No, it's not. I feel like when you're with the right person, you won't ruin what you have. And another thing too is once you let a motherfucker slide, they gonna figure skate. So I don't let shit slide. I don't let shit slide because I'm not gonna have a professional figure skater in my life.
I love that quote. That's fire. Somebody wanted to ask, what is your favorite childhood memory with your sister?
Ooh, I would say the cruise.
Really?
I mean, it's not childhood, but we were younger. We weren't married. I didn't have any kids. Like, that is a memory for sure.
Wild times.
Wild times. We were young. We were partying. It was just me and you. We had each other's backs, and it was like such a good time for sure. That was fun.
I think so too. I mean,
that was like a lot of fun.
We have a lot of memories. Childhood memories.
Maybe in the store where we used to like
play Spice Girls
together, make mango purses out of purses out of the seeds, pinatas, little things like that.
I think so. We used to, Spice Girls was the shit back then when we were little kids. So she would be, what would you be? Ginger Spice or no, Scary Spice?
I don't know.
I don't know. You were just Baby Spice. Like, we would all pick a character and we would sing the songs and we would perform concerts and put like crazy clothes on. Or like, how about when we used to make our brother marry our cousin and like celebrate a fake wedding when we were kids? No, they were like literally like,
oh my God,
5 and 6, and we do like wedding dress with like toilet paper and like
bro. I remember dancing on the table. You're like, come on, Hanan, you want to go to America? Do you remember it used to happen with your Tweety dress? It was a little black Tweety dress. I remember that.
I was just the big sis, just hyping
you up. We had really good core memories for sure. I want to keep these going. How do you both as mommies deal with postpartum?
That was, man. Go first.
Postpartum was really hard. I remember having 2 under 2, and this is like probably TMI, but there was a point in my life when I had 2 under 2. I just felt so ungrateful because I felt as if I had everything. I had the world at my hands. I had, alhamdulillah, successful businesses, successful marriage, Masadi coming in. Like, there was nothing lacking in my life, and I would still cry every single day in my laundry room and cry and cry, and I was so depressed. I didn't like recognize myself in the mirror. I gained so much weight. I had high risk pregnancies both times, and I was pregnant for 2 whole years, and I literally contemplated killing myself at one point.
You told me
the only thing that kept me alive was my kids.
Pause? One time Hanan called me and you said, Susu, I thought about driving my car off the bridge. And I'm like,
not off the bridge. Fuck? No, it literally happened where I was just so frustrated and I didn't know why. Like, and I remember there was like cones on the right and a wall on the left, and I was just driving at night. And I remember I just closed my eyes for like a good 3 to 5 seconds, but 3 to 5 seconds on the freeway is like
that can kill you.
Yeah. And I did. And I opened my eyes. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I was like, Bismillah, Bismillah, please God, like, don't let that happen again. Like, I'm okay. Like, you know, if there's one person who took me serious, who was Alex. My little sister's husband is the only person that took me serious when I was going through really deep postpartum depression.
Really?
Yes.
How?
Because his friend killed himself from depression. And so I remember he would be like, something's wrong with your sister. He would tell Nude, like, you need to check on her, call her, go hang out with her. So Nude was constantly coming and calling me and trying to be uplifting. And Alex was pushing her to check on me. And he was like, your family is annoying. Because I would tell you guys,
like that's not real.
Yeah, I'd be like, you guys, like,
You're
I don't
blessed.
feel okay. Like, I don't know. I'm so sad. Like, I'm upset, but I don't know why. And I love my kids and they're so, alhamdulillah, perfect. And my husband and my house and I'm in this big house.
I think I asked you, do you ever think about hurting your kids?
You know what? I would picture body slamming them on the floor. I used to tell you guys that. My son's about to be 5. This is when he was like not even 1.
You're
and I had
insane.
I'm telling you,
You
people
are
deal with this. So when people would kill their kids, I'd be like, I could see that happening. Not with me, but I would like go into that like psychotic girl's head and be like, she just wasn't strong enough.
She snapped.
She snapped and she wasn't strong enough. So I don't give like leniency or excuse or anything, but I remember I dealt with a period of my life where I was like, I can't do this no more. Like from my excessive weight gain, right? Which I would like lose it. And then I would lose 30, 40 pounds and I'm pregnant again, gaining another 50. And then the toll it took on my life, my body, and then the kids and having a crying baby and another crying baby and my businesses. And it was just too much for me. But I will say having a supportive family, supportive partner. And there was one time you guys actually took me serious when I broke down at Boss Beauty. Remember? You were like, what's wrong? And I was like, I just can't do it anymore. And I started crying and you and mom were like, what the fuck? We never see Hanan cry. Hanan doesn't cry. Like, what is she crying
And
about?
we started hugging. You were like, yeah, you're going to
And you were like, okay, like this is a problem. And that's the first time I decided to outsource and hire a full-time housekeeper nanny. And then she got pregnant. So when she left, I had hired 2. Boom. I had 2 housekeepers at the same time because I was like, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm just going to raise my kids.
So basically, don't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Get help. Ask for help.
Ask for help.
Even the strongest people you see here will break down sometimes. Okay.
Sorry, just to finish my thing is, as far as postpartum depression goes, or just dealing with postpartum, I don't even think it talked about depression, it's just postpartum. I never believed in such thing as depression. That's why now I take mental health so serious. Is just voice it out, talk to your family. And if you have a family like mine, which they're Palestinian and Mexican, they won't take you seriously. They'll be like, oh, she's depressed. Like, really? Like, what do you have to be depressed about? And that's why I said my brother-in-law, my little sister's husband's the only one that was like, no, y'all need to check on her for real. Is ask for help, right? Even having the most supportive partner on earth, sometimes it's not enough, right? So for me, it was just outsourcing and hiring help. So I hired full-time helps, full-time support so I can focus on my kids. And now I have so many kids and I'm going to keep having so many kids, but I have hired help. And that's just my word of advice. Hire help full-time.
Postpartum is actually real. And I believe truly that every woman goes through it no matter what.
Differently.
Different levels.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to come out of delivering a child and be happy as hell. Their hormones are messed up. Their body is shot. Like nobody's going to come out being as beautiful as they were before pregnancy, right? So I think it takes a lot mentally and then having to adapt your life to a whole nother human, right? So I understand. I'm sorry that I didn't take it serious in the beginning because you're so strong. But after we had that conversation, I was like, oh, Hanan actually is snapping. This is crazy. I'll say that my first pregnancy with Zaina, I didn't really have postpartum. I kind of did. I started having like body dysmorphia that I went on a crazy like diet and I got my boobs done. I was like, I got to get because, after breastfeeding and nursing, I just couldn't look at myself, right? So I think right after I had her, I think it was like 3 months after, I just went and got plastic surgery to like try and fix my body.
How come I didn't know that?
No, seriously.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did. And it was and I went on like a starvation diet. Like I didn't eat for 9 days, nothing but water.
I've done that.
Because I was so desperate to lose weight because I just felt so overweight. I had stretch marks. I didn't feel good.
Had a baby so hard.
Yeah, I had stretch marks. So imagine when you go from being like, cute with perky boobs and no stretch marks, then you gain 60 pounds, stretch marks, saggy boobs. So like I've been through that, right? But my depression was crazy. I just went and got plastic surgery when I wasn't supposed to have plastic surgery, right? Then I had Ziad, okay? I had Ziad, but during my pregnancy, I was so miserable because Zaina was such a crybaby. And I was like, I can't handle 2 at the same time. Like I was having to work at the salon.
But they were a good age difference, no?
Yes. But Zaina was a handful. I love my babies to death, but it was a lot for me. Like I always had the majority of the load. I always had a majority.
Working.
physical work.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like behind a desk.
Labor.
I was doing hair and I would take her with me to the shops. When I had Ziad, I truly believe this. This is crazy. When I had my son, he was a couple of days old. I went into a depression also. Why? Because not only did I had my boobs done before I was pregnant, but I gained weight on top of my plastic surgery. My breasts felt like a crazy Medea vibe, right? And I was like, oh my God. Like I hated my life. My back would hurt. I would look at myself in the mirror. I was in so much pain. I looked like disgusting and I was not happy. So I went on a starvation diet. It still wasn't enough. My boobs legit were like hanging down to here because they're so big and so heavy and they're like massive, right? I filed for divorce because I was like, Ziad was not even 3 months when I left their dad. Postpartum depression will fuck you up.
That's crazy.
And who does that? Who fucking leaves their husband when their child's a newborn? It was so early on.
That's like mental.
To the point where he thought it wasn't even his kid. Like he was scared. And I was like, I don't want to be around you. Like I don't want to be around people. I isolated myself.
Do you have regrets on that? You're very spontaneous. Sometimes you do shit without
not
thinking.
spontaneous.
That is spontaneous
It's
as fuck.
abrupt and it's impulsive.
Impulsive. There you go.
It's impulsive.
But spontaneous too.
I'll say,
Not predictable.
I don't say like I like the relationship, anything I regret. I regret hurting him really bad. And I regret.
But I'm saying leaving that fast. Like you didn't even give him time with his son.
That's why I said it hurts me to hurt people. So sometimes I'm like, maybe I'd rather be the one to get hurt because the guilt will carry on for a long time. That's being real. But postpartum depression, listen, I ended up leaving with a newborn baby, wanting to just be free. And even then, like I was mentally like unhappy. I was so unhappy with myself that I thought it was everybody else around me, right? Check this out. Then I'm like, okay, I want to get on TV. Ziad's like 2 or 1. And then we get plastic surgery again because the body dysmorphia. I chopped my boobs. Do you not remember? I got the freaking craziest breast reduction. I took off implants. I cut off every tissue. I had no boobs. Then I went to another depression. I had to go back in and get them done again because I was mentally sick that I took off my boobs.
But I feel we both have body dysmorphia, but I don't know if that's postpartum.
It's a lot of it has to do with what I did after Zaina from postpartum and after Ziad. Like, put it this way, when I was pregnant, I was calling plastic surgery offices.
You're mentally sick.
Can you take out my implants? Like, I'm dying. Like, I need them out to the point where like I couldn't move. Like, it was so bad. I think I have a picture. It was bad. But anyways, I think with Zaina, plastic surgery was like a quick fix for my postpartum. Ziad.
You left his dad.
Leaving his dad while Ziad was newborn. And I have guilt for that.
That's so fucked up.
But it's mental. It's mental.
Sorry.
Like who does that when they're in their right mind?
Yeah.
At fucking your baby being a few weeks old.
That is
right?
so sad.
And with Laith, I gained so much weight and I'm like.
But you lost it all fast.
No, I'm still big back. But it's okay.
You lost it.
I'm fine. I'm pushing 40. Like it's okay. It's
you
not
lost it. Trust me.
It's not that serious. But I think now I don't think I'm postpartum depressed or anything. But I think that everyone does deal with it in different ways. And I think if I would have just talked to everybody and just been real with how I'm feeling, I think a lot of things could have been avoided.
I can't believe you left.
Postpartum depression, bro. I was miserable even after I left him, during, after, for years.
It wasn't him, it was you.
It was me. I realize that now.
Aw.
That's crazy.
Because I always thought he was a really good husband, honestly. So when you left him, I was like, what is she doing? No, like he loved you more than you loved him. And that's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be the other way around. Period.
Yeah, but I mean, I talk to kids. I'm like, I have no regrets. I'm fine. I'm living my life. They wouldn't have the life that they're living here. But being married so young, bro, we were like trauma. Like who gets married at fucking not even 18 years old?
17 years old.
Because you went on 2 dates and you're a whore if you go on dates. You have to get married. Like, what the fuck?
So messed up.
Yeah, but it's okay. We learn. So that's why I'm open with
But it's just
Zaina.
a part of your story.
It's part of my life.
Yeah.
And I dealt with it with being a single mom.
And I think a lot of people that are listening could probably relate to that. Just not, just kind of like when you're pregnant, there's a point in your pregnancy where you just can't stand anyone or your partner. You're like, but that's crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah, now my life is settled. It's fine. I have 3 babies, beautiful babies that I love, and they all have different personalities. But would I ever get pregnant again? Fuck no.
It is very hard.
But alhamdulillah,
I think you'll do it. I think you would do it again.
You're thinking, no, I can't. No, I will not.
I think you say that now.
Are you saying, so you want me?
No, I think you would. I do believe that you would.
I love having kids because I love the fun of it, but I don't like bringing them into like it's.
But who does?
There's people that love being pregnant. It's weird. People do it for a living. It's awkward.
They do it for money because they have no money. That's the only thing they can do. Not that they love that. It's just a way to make money.
Good luck. That's not for me. I'm just blessed to have my 3, alhamdulillah. I'll adopt 100%. I'll adopt a newborn probably eventually. I'll take one of them.
Thoughts on ICE?
Well, immigration, we come from parents that were both immigrants. So we're pro-immigration as long as they're not criminals and they're not out here causing chaos. If they're paying taxes and they're working, why not? Like, immigrants really make this world a better place. They're hardworking. They bring diversity.
Yeah, for sure.
I have no problem against it. I just, fuck the government, really. Like, they're on some bullshit.
It's just so not fair. Like, people who have been here their whole entire lives that are contributing to society, that pay taxes, that are just not criminals. And it's just so sad to see them get ripped out from their family. It is very, very sad. It's heartbreaking, and it's just...
Our government is racist. Everyone in politics is racist, and it is a racist thing because there's a lot of Ukrainians and a lot of Russians that are not, brown, black, and they're not getting deported. You don't hear about them getting deported.
It's so sad.
I mean, unless they are and they don't talk about it. But for us, I think our vision and what we see in our lens and how we perceive things is very different. And there's a lot of racial profiling, and it's not fair.
It's so messed up on every single level.
If I could change it, I would allow them as long as they have no criminal background. It's free game. Welcome. We're immigrants here. We took over this land. It's not even like American land. Like, it's Mexican land. Like,
period. What do you even consider a criminal? Like, what, a speeding ticket?
No. I mean, like, if you're out here robbing, stealing, all that, like, you don't need to be in this country because, like, why? You know? But if you're a good,
bro, even fucking citizens are worse than these people. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, no, 100%.
You know?
I feel you.
Have you been in any fights outside of BGC? I've been into plenty. Sadly, awkwardly. I don't look for fights, but I've gotten like pressed sometimes when I would like be out in public with my husband. And I'm just not the type that would shut up. Now, because I have kids, I'll let a lot of shit slide. Like, you bitches are losers. Like, I have way too much to lose. Like, I would just ignore you 1,000%. But unfortunately, outside of the BGC house, I got into a few fights. I have.
I don't do fights. I'm too nice. I'm too calm.
Do you remember you were outside of the school, some girl threw a coffee in your car at you?
She was a crackhead.
Yeah, I know. And I had to run and pin her down. But no, not lately or recently. Like I said, ever since becoming a mom, like, I just chilled out completely. So after BGC, yes. Ever since I became a mom, no. Next question. Hello, ladies. I have questions. Where do you guys shop and get your outfit from? Y'all be looking bomb. Girl, I be shopping on Amazon, Costco. Like, I'm a mom.
Instacart.
I'm a mom.
I've literally Instacarted jewelry.
I Instacarted a pair of shoes and they came used and I was so upset.
That's another thing I wanted to add to outsourcing. I pretty much order everything to my house. That's another thing. We don't go shopping. I can't.
I can't.
Remember I put you on that?
On Instacart.
Yes.
Probably.
You're like, I like to go to Costco. I like to look around. I was like, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Don't do
you
that.
Probably did. Honestly,
like,
I Instacart from like 3-4 different places at the same time.
Well, Health Love, Sam's Club,
Costco, the Mexican grocery stores. I like,
Target. You can do all that. Walmart. I've Instacarted strollers, car seats.
I Instacart everything. Everything.
You're going to hate me when I tell you this.
Don't tell me who supports what. This is things I don't need to know. Certain things.
I just learned.
DoorDash.
They support Israel. Instacart does. And so does Airbnb. It pissed me off. Fuck Israel. That's a hill I stand on for the rest of my life. Fuck Israel. Fuck the Zionists.
All their supporters. Y'all can get it. Workout routine and specific diet.
None. I'm fucking obese. I just walk. I can't do anything.
We have home gyms and I feel like we don't use them enough. But as far as dieting, I've dieted. I've done every single diet you can possibly think of. The cabbage soup diet works 1,000%. You want to get ugly skinny? And I'm talking about, I've been like ugly, sick looking skinny. And that is Herbalife. Susu used to sell Herbalife. And I used to do calf latte with protein with a probiotic scoop.
2 times a day.
2 times a day, and then I would have breakfast and then two shakes for lunch and for dinner, and then maybe have like a few nuts in between or like a banana, and you will lose a lot of weight. I believe Herbalife works. I know I would always get trashed when I advertise it, so I like stopped advertising.
We don't even sell it. So
no, you used to get commission a long time ago, but it really, really works.
What you could do, it's the diet in itself, the structure. It's
70% of weight loss.
Right. So say you have 3 meals a day, right? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, right? Buy any protein from any store. You can do muscle milk. You can do whatever. You can have sugar, whatever. Just protein shake. Replace 2 meals a your day with a protein shake. And the other one, literally eat whatever you want. But if you eat a little healthier for the meal that you do eat, I swear you'll lose like 30 pounds in like 6 weeks, like fast. So if you're going to have breakfast with your man, you're going to go out to eat, enjoy your breakfast, and just lunch and dinner, have your protein. Or if you're like, you know what, I'll have breakfast and lunch protein and have a bomb dinner at night with your family, do that. Do it for a month and see what happens. I think I'll do that again. You inspired me.
Yeah, you'll lose a lot of weight. Like that's like guaranteed weight loss right now.
Do you want something that actually works? You'll lose like 16 pounds.
Hold on. Susu used to be on hydroxycut, but she used to turn into a fucking sociopath. And then I'll tell you guys what I do at the gym that really, really works.
Water diet, water fasting for 7 days. You'll lose.
Yeah, with the cayenne pepper, lemon.
No, just water.
Okay, no.
Water for 7 days. If you're like really trying to cut crazy water weight, just water for 7 days. I swear to God, it is crazy.
Okay, but what really works for me when I go to the gym is 1,000% cardio, or I would do the Stairmaster for 30 minutes.
Wow, that's hard.
It's very hard.
Speaking
but that's like the only thing. Like I wouldn't like do weights or anything like that. That's why sometimes I'm a flabby bitch. But cardio is key. Treadmill is key. For sure. Just moving and grooving. And then honestly, I have so many little kids right now. So it's like I'm forced to be active even if I don't want to. If not, they'd kill themselves. Like they're just running all different directions. Yeah. Okay. Next.
Do you smoke weed?
No. I'm a mom, you guys.
I don't drink. And I don't smoke weed. I don't do any recreational drugs. I will say I've smoked weed. I used to drink for fun. I swear it's not because like religious reasons. It just harms your body and it chips away at your organs when you don't need that. It dumbs you down, slows you down. So if you're doing it, great, you had fun, you know the feeling, but it's not doing anything for your life. Just stop.
I don't do shit.
I don't do anything. Like nothing. Like I'm so lame in like loser's eyes, which is great. Yeah. But like in my eyes, I feel so clean.
No, same.
I like to eat good though, like good food any day.
Yeah, I do have another question real quick. What's the most challenging part about being a boss and how do you manage it?
We already talked about that.
No. We talked about managing boss life and being, like, a mom. But I feel like being a boss is so hard because you have so many different personalities that you deal with. And especially me, I have nothing but girls that I work with. And so that's why sometimes I'm so blessed and grateful that I only have sons, because sometimes you just don't want to deal with girls. They're just so bipolar and you deal with 2 people. So with one employee, that's 2 people. They're hot and cold, and then
they're on their periods. They're emotional.
Just so hard to deal with staff sometimes. And then a lot of times, and I tell this to everyone: your favorite employee is going to be your least favorite employee, and they're not going to work for you anymore. And so I feel like when we pour so much into our staff, and certain ones I regret, and certain ones I'm like, no, it's okay. Even if they don't work for me anymore, we still keep a great relationship. But there's a lot where I'm like, bitch, fuck you, waste of my life. Like I could really expose the fuck out of you right now, but that's not professional, so I won't. But I feel like it's hard when you have to, at the end of the day, run your business off of just legitimacy and not off of emotion. Because when you run your business off of emotion, you start doing shit for people that you regret, like giving them advances and they never pay you back, doing the most. Like I've done so much for people where I'm just like, it's okay. That's why God is going to continue blessing me. And that's why you're going to continue being in the same position you're in. You deal with a lot of ungratefulness. And I feel like no matter how much you give, no matter how much you pour, no matter what you do, it's like we want more and more and more and more.
This is what I think the challenge is, right? So you give people opportunity, they start making money, but people start counting the money that they think you're making, and there's envy, right? They don't understand that we don't sleep. It's a 24/7 job. It's so much that goes into helping
They don't even realize you pay rent, you pay payroll every 2 weeks.
To be able to give them the life that they're having. I think that's a big one that we deal with. But the cool thing is I deal with a lot of guys. I've learned that I don't have to be so soft.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck. Like,
no, like emotionally, they don't have emotions. They're so like, hey, boss lady, da-da-da-da-da. Like, it's easier.
And I feel like now, because we've been in business for a really long time, and you live and you learn, and you do so much that you personally learn from. For me, I'm real, I'm honest, I'm cutthroat. And one thing I don't do is, she'll change. It's okay. Let's give her, I don't do fucking chances. Even with staff, the second, and this is for all my businesses, the second they rub me the wrong way, I'll cut a bitch loose, because I'm not dealing with you. And you want to be ungrateful, I'm gonna let you, learn for yourself and see.
A bad apple will ruin a batch of good ones.
Right. So that's why the second I have a bad apple, whether it be students, whether it be staff, whether I just cut them loose.
It's the best thing.
It is the best
But you know
thing.
what I learned when you do that? 3 of them better will trickle in.
No, I believe that.
It is
But
what
that was
it
a really
is.
good question. I like that one.
But challenging also is when staff have problems with each other and you kind of have to see to kind of not like take.
I will literally put them both in the same room. What's up? I don't want to do a he said, she said. Let's be real.
I've had
Let's
to do that where I put people together and, we squash it. And if not, then, hey, y'all are going to be separated or someone's got to go. And then I'll pick a side and I'll say, hey, this is what I think is right. And halas. But it's situations, everyday situations.
What's your advice for women who want to start a business but don't feel ready or capable? How did the idea for Bad to Boss come about? How did y'all come up with the name? What do you admire most about each other? And that's all for me. This is the same person that asked 1,000 questions. I feel like we could at least answer 2 or 3 of her questions.
Okay, the last one. What do you admire about each other? I'm going to answer this one because I have so much. I admire you so much. You're my baby little sister. But I think I admire your strength and how cutthroat and strong you can be. And you're always the one to stand up tall when, your advice is serious and it's genuine and you're so helpful with your family. And I think that you're a writer. You're a real fucking writer.
I'm a writer, yeah.
Even if you're like a little bit bitch, you're you're a bitch, but in the best way. Like you have
for everyone's benefit.
You have no bad intentions.
I have no bad intentions.
You have no bad bone in your body. You're like an asshole, but with every love in your body. Like that she's an asshole.
And you know what?
This bitch is
You know
right.
what's so funny? What I was gonna say about you?
She's right. This bitch, but
You're
she's
so
right.
soft, and I feel like you look at everything in such a soft light. Like, with me, like I'm a heavy hitter.
I don't get triggered easily.
No, I'm a bomb, right? So, but you let shit build up and you explode. But I think what I admire about you is you're just like, you're real fucking chill. Like a lot of crazy shit will go on. And I feel like you let a lot of shit slide. And this is not anything specific. This is just in life. You just let a lot of things slide. And whether it be your bad memory or you just don't really care.
I don't
You're
care.
just over a lot of things and you're soft with it. Like I feel like it takes you time to process real things though.
It's not that.
And you don't pop off. So it like you're how do I say this?
I disregard a lot of shit that I don't let it.
You pick and choose your battles, but besides that, I feel like you're real soft. Like I feel like I could come to you and tell you like the craziest thing, and instead of you being like for me, you are gonna tell me something. I'm gonna give you. I don't sandwich. You're a sandwicher,
Wow.
and what I mean by that is for me, it's
I'm not
hard.
gonna hurt your feelings.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And for you, you're gonna tell me what I need to hear, but not how I need to hear it. You're gonna like Monty. I always say you and Susu are the fucking same. Y'all will beat around the fucking bush and not try to hurt. No, because you're not trying to hurt someone's feelings. So instead of being like, if someone asks me something, I'll tell them straight up, no, I'm not doing that, and this is why I don't want to do it. Monty and you will be like, yeah, inshallah, maybe in the future. Like you give them hope, Well,
I offer solution, or an alternative, But
what I mean is
cool.
you're
cool.
soft with it. Like I feel like I can throw something heavy at you, and you'll look at it with every graceful angle.
Okay,
and
that's
offer
fair.
grace. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
you're someone to rely on too. Like I know I can rely on you for anything.
Okay, good.
And I know vice versa. I know you can rely on me too. But
Yeah.
we definitely have that relationship. And alhamdulillah, this type of sisters that we know we're so fucking strong. We have each other's backs for anything. Whether I'm talking about anything.
If I needed
Anything.
everything liquidated out of your bank account, I could call her
Anything.
and be like, give me everything.
Anything.
She'll say, okay.
I won't even ask a question. Vice versa. That I
Same,
feel the same
like-
way. I'd be like, hey,
Okay.
I'm gonna need this. You'd be like, okay, that's fine. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I can count on you.
100%.
And I feel like we could count on each other. Honestly.
1,000%. Easily.
Bad to Boss, how did that come about? I wanted to do a podcast and I was like, it's not going to be fun without my sister. Do you want to do a podcast?
She was going to do a cooking show because she loves to cook.
Yeah, I'm a little chef. And so I hit her up and I was like, you want to do a podcast together? She's like, anything. Yes,
Oh my
let's
God,
do it.
yes.
Yes, let's do it.
And we named it Bad to Boss
Because it was just bad to boss. Like,
we were bad, not bad in a bad way, but we weren't, on the right path 100%, but we got to where we want to be. So you got hope, Carols. David, you want to ask one question bonus round and let's just be done. Go ahead.
What is your biggest drawback of yourself? What do you think hinders your growth the most?
I love that question.
that's a great question.
Just
That's a great question.
I take on so much of a load that if I were just to like have time for myself to do what I want to do, I think I would skyrocket like crazy. But because I have to control and like manage so many things in my life, I'm just like, it delays me a little bit. It delays me a little bit, but it's okay. I'm getting there. I'm not stopping. It's like, I'm still going, but it's just at a slower pace.
Right.
I feel. Does that make sense? Okay. And I think that I have too many ideas that I can't even catch up with all my ideas all at once.
It's not bad. That's just you're really
ambitious as fudge. So
Yeah.
like one day I'll look at like an apartment complex. I'm like, I want to buy that 20 apartment complex. And then I'm like, no, fuck that. I don't want that. And I'll go look at
you just go ping pong. But that's high quality problems. That's what I would say.
I'm just like always like, I just bought a house yesterday in cash. And he was like, you weren't going to tell me? I'm like, no, we'll be fine.
Crazy.
We'll be all right. And then he's like, I'm just like, my ideas are just crazy. I just do crazy stuff all the time. And then maybe sometimes I spread myself too thin when I should just focus on what I have in front of me.
Yeah, for sure.
think,
Because that would hinder your growth if you're not fully focused on certain things. You're
So,
focused on so many things, you can't really focus on one.
So back to that's what hinders me a little bit. But now I've realized that I have to focus and nurture everything I have in front of me for it to scale and thrive to the crazy level. So that's what I've been doing. That's why the financial thing for Boss Beauty, that's why I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do my investments, but I'm not opening any other businesses until I get ours to where the fuck it needs to be.
Period.
That's where I'm at.
Period.
So there. But no, I don't feel like I'm hindered. Alhamdulillah. Like life is good.
Yeah. For me, what do I feel like would hinder my growth? It's weird because I feel like the more kids I have, the more I have to do, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm constantly, like you said, like you're sitting there on LoopNet and you're looking at properties and shopping centers. And I'm the same way because for me, commercial real estate is forever the goal, right? That's like our main thing, right?
Right.
So for me, I feel like I stress myself out every day because I have so many sons and it's all about setting them up. And I think no matter what I have in front of me, no matter what I've accomplished in life and continue accomplishing, it just doesn't feel like I've done anything. Like sometimes I feel like I'm a fucking loser.
You're done for that.
And it's so sad.
So what do you think hinders your growth?
I feel like I hinder my own growth sometimes when I'm just like, you need to do more. And it's just almost not resting. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll burn yourself out by going and having a baby and acting like you didn't just have a baby and you're like rushing and racing to the next. There's like a finish line.
I think you need to slow down a little bit.
And I think sometimes I need to slow down. But I think that's a high quality problem with being overly ambitious. Just like I feel like we're both overly ambitious, but I feel like it's a constant, like sometimes I need to just, how do I say this? Enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Yes, I think
that's what I need to do. And I do, but sometimes it's like, okay, that's enough. What's next? Don't be a lazy bitch. What can you do next? Oh, okay.
Can I say something to finalize this whole thing? It's fucked up though.
What?
I read an article on MindSnap, right? Because I'm trying to do this thing where I like try to read like really good articles. And they said that being overly ambitious and overly successful and never stopping the way that we do is a trauma response.
It's a super trauma response.
It's a trauma response, but you're not going to like it. It's subconsciously, I'm not saying that this is us, but it might be.
Okay.
That we subconsciously seek validation because we were never fucking validated as kids. So it's like fucking proving a point, bitch. I'm the fucking best.
No,
bitch.
I'm sure. But I also feel like we're very humble because
yes. But what I'm saying is I read and I started dying.
No, that's
like,
probably
oh my God,
true.
Is that like why we'll never stop? Like we're constantly seeking, but we don't. We're not flashy with it. So I don't really know if that's our case.
I feel like we're not flashy at all. And I feel like, trust me, I feel like if there's anyone my age that has accomplished half of what the fuck I've accomplished, their whole social media role, everything would be like, I'm going to teach you how to make millions. Like they would be on that. So
That'd be their personality.
Yeah. For me, you don't even fucking see anything.
Private.
I'm so private about my life. I'm so private about my family. I'm private about my accomplishments. You might see me opening businesses left and right.
But I think it's
because
my
social media, right?
Because self-validating.
Right. But I'm saying if you see me popping out, opening a business here, doing this, doing that, that's because I have a large social media. So I want the correct, or my following is 99.9% female. So it's to serve my community. A lot of girls go here, a lot of girls go here. But I do think it's self-validation. And I also think it's validation from our dad's side of the family. Not that we need it or want it, but I do feel like they always look down on us, whether it's because we're half Mexican or because our dad was doing what he was doing. It's kind of like, oh, haram, like pobrecitos, like they just didn't expect much. And so I'm always like, every time I do something, I'm like, yeah, bitch.
It's a trauma response. Close that chapter.
Yeah, that's true. But
so
yeah,
successful people, you gotta ask them, like, what is your trauma?
I have a juicy question. I really do.
What's up?
It's about, hold on, let me just read it. I want to read it word for word, and then we could really wrap it up.
Okay.
I feel like we're going to talk about that. Okay. How's your relationship with your husband's family? If you have sister-in-laws, how many?
That's great, because I'm going to bring up a point that this is crazy. You go first.
Let me marinate. Okay. Okay, let me count. Hold on. I have 1, 2 on our side, 2 sister-in-laws. And then for my husband's side, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 sister-in-laws.
Crazy
Work.
That's too much.
That's a wild. But sadly, I love all of them.
Do you?
Really do. No, I do.
Genuinely?
No, I genuinely love them all. But to answer that question deeper, if you ask me on a deeper level, I don't feel like I have 8 sister-in-laws, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
because
they're not close.
We're not close in any way, shape, or form. Not in a bad way. Some of them live out of state. So it's like, I don't see them. And it's kind of like, I see you when I see you. We don't text, we're not in a group message. It's kind of like, that's my brother's wife.
That's weird, because we're very close to our sisters-in-law. I love them. We're
close
so
to our
much.
sister-in-laws. Like, I'm like this with April. Even with Michelle, I'm cool as hell with Michelle. I love them both, but that's our brothers' wives.
Meaning,
I'm also close to my brother-in-law's wife. I love Manny. We talk all the time. We snap all the time. I kick it with her all the time.
So tell me, you don't feel like you have sisters-in-law?
I don't feel like I have 8 sister-in-laws. I have 8 sister-in-laws, but I don't feel like I have 8 sister-in-laws because either we're just not close on that level.
Are they close to the kids?
No.
That's why.
But to backtrack, they're all out of state. But this is what I will tell you. When we are in the same room, I'm like, you know what? I actually like them. Like, they're really nice. And they're so nice to the kids, and they make an effort.
Everyone's busy.
And that's what I feel that way. They all have kids, and I feel like we're all just busy doing our thing. And so sometimes I might be like, dang, like I have so many sister-in-laws, but I don't feel like I have a bunch of sister-in-laws. Yeah. But when they're around and I'm talking to them and they're with the kids, I'm like, oh, I love them. Like, they're cute, you know? But I just don't feel like I have 8 sister-in-laws. I think it would be different if we're all local and we would all kick it and everything like that. But yeah, I have 8 sister-in-laws. I love all of them. I'm not close to all of them. My relationship with my husband's family, they're great. I love them. I have nothing bad to say. Are we super close? No, definitely not. Their family's just different.
It's crazy because you're just so different. Family oriented.
I am.
You got like,
and that is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I am super family oriented. I feel like we're like this with our family, but then again, I feel like their family is just really different. Really different. They're just different. That's the only way I can say it. But when I'm around them and I'm with them, I feel like I love them and I like them and they're all super nice. But then again, I am a super oddball. Like, I'll never be as close to them as my sister-in-law that's been in their family forever. That's their cousin married to their brother. Like, they've been in, like, they're just.
You're like, ghariba.
I'm super ghariba. And I'm like just forever the oddball. It's like, like I said, that's my husband's sister. That's my husband's wife. Or like, that's my daughter-in-law type of thing. Like, it's just like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my title. But it's not like we're like locked in. Like, we have that relationship. Like, not to say that we won't or we don't, or it's just we don't. But I have nothing negative to say. I'm just not close. And I feel like I'm not the type to like keep pushing and pushing. Like I just match energy. And that's pretty much what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like
someone's loss if they don't want to be.
no, but I don't think it's something negative like that. I really feel like it's because they're out of state. If they were like close, not all of them are out of state, but I feel like if they were closer and like local, things might be different, you know, but they're all sweet. They're all nice. I have no problem with any of them. Like I said, I could be in the room with all of them. I love them all. They're great, but we're just not close on that level at all. I'm close to my brother's wives. That's different. We're in a family group message.
We're different. We're just a different family. We're very close.
We're just different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure they're close. Like they're close with each other.
But do you think they cap on each other in group chats like we do? I don't think.
Hell no.
Like
No.
there's our family group chats diabolical.
Yeah, no.
Crazy.
We'd get arrested and canceled on every level. But no, like I said, they're great.
But we include the brother-in-laws, the sister-in-laws. Like we're one unit.
Yeah, we have one unit. We're just different. So different on so many different levels. That's just our family.
And then
but they're great. But like we're just not close.
Brandon's side of the family. They're different too. They're white. And so it's sometimes for me, like the humor is not the same.
Right.
You know, because like our humor is like Mexican, we're crazy. Like we may be ghetto. Like they might not get our humor, but I actually love them. Like his dad's really nice. His mom's cool. His stepmom's cool. His sisters are super nice. They're super nice to my kids. Actually, they're very helpful, hands-on. Like if they need something built, like the sisters would be the first to like build something for me or like assemble something for me. Like they're like hands-on. Like they're very helpful and not needy or shit.
But is that like a constant, like every day, every week? Like how often do you see them?
When we do see them, like say we go to their house for 4th of July and all of them get together, like they're cleaning, they're cooking.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to say.
It's like I love them. I actually love them a lot. I genuinely do love them. And I think that they love me and respect me and they're not talking shit about me. They have nothing bad to say about me. Like if anything, they're like, you're everything to Brand. Like you literally like like they will give me credit. My flower.
Love that.
They give me my flowers.
Yeah, I don't think I get any type of flowers at all, to keep it real. But
they're nice.
I feel like they don't know me, and it's hard to.
They know your social media.
They know my social media or like what they've heard or like what they've like made about me, you know? But like I said, when we're in the same room, same thing. Azumes, this is that. It's like they're very nice. They're very sweet. They're very helpful. They're very involved with the kids and stuff like that. But it stops there. It stops there.
Do you feel like you can say, hey, call one of your sister-in-law, like, I need you. It's an emergency. I need you to come to my house.
Yeah, for sure. Any one of them. For sure.
Okay. So I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like, I have
but I would never. No, I don't think I would ever do that. I would call 911. Like,
well,
to
you
be
know,
real.
yeah. But they all live far. Like Brandon's sisters live like far. Like you're talking about 5 hours away. But they'll drive for my kids' birthdays. They'll drive to come see us.
I don't think my kids are like a priority like that because I feel like either they just have so many kids and they're so busy. Like I don't know. So that there's
okay, his
things.
sister-in-law, like my sister-in-law, like for example, for Ziad's birthday, like they drove out all of them to come. Remember, they drove out 5 hours to come to his birthday.
Yeah, no, I don't think
for
that would
Laith's birthday. They all drove out. Like they will do it because they show their love by just being there.
I think that's what I'm big on is showing up.
They
for
show
the people
up.
you love. Yeah.
They show up. Believe me when I tell you, they do.
I mean, I think if it was like a big deal or like a big situation, a wedding, yeah, of course. Like I know they would, but I feel like for a birthday party, like I don't think they would ever catch a flight for a birthday party. Like just to be 100%.
We would.
Well, we would. Yeah, I'd expect you guys to, you know. But just to wrap that up, I have no issues with anyone. I love everyone, but I do feel like it is from a distance. And then when they're here, we're super cool, but it ends there. The second we walk out the house, the second we depart, it's not like a continued like, oh yeah, this, or we're sending each other reels or memes or that. Like, no, none of that. With my sister-in-laws, like our sister-in-laws on their brothers, that like, yes, absolutely. But with the other side, maybe like one of them, which is
That's cool.
Yeah. But there's no like, I'm not beefing with anyone. I'm not fighting with anyone. It's not awkward. It's just kind of like we're there. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
That makes sense.
I got you.
So.
Well, that's cool. I mean, we don't have like problems with.
No,
yeah, we're fine with our husbands' families.
For sure. I mean, I love my mother-in-law. She's different too. Her and mom are like completely different, but I love her. She's more of like I always call her a hitman. She's like in and out. Like she'll be in, do what she needs to do and out. But she's not like, oh, Habibti, come here, Habibti. Like she's not like Hanuna like that. Like like that. But
Loving,
she's sweet.
affectionate.
She's sweet, but I feel like she shows her love in different ways.
Everyone has a different love
Yeah.
language. What's your love language?
I'm a gift giver, and I like to do thoughtful things for people to let them know that I thought about them. And so if you tell me like, oh, I love sour apples, or I love, pickles or something, and I'm out and about and I see them, like, oh, she loves it, I'm gonna get it for her. Like, I think about you, right? Like, just not you, just in general. I like to show that I thought about you and you're special, and I went out of my way for you. Like, I'm not gonna give you a gift card. I'm gonna give you a basket full of all your favorite things. I'm a gift giver. Like,
you like to receive gifts.
No, I don't like to receive because I'm a giver. I'm not a receiver.
But you show love in a way where you like to receive love. You know that, right?
No, but I don't care for gifts. I don't ask for gifts. I like to let people know that they're special and that they're thought of.
Giver.
And so that's just my thing. I think it's like gift giving.
Okay, mine is words of affirmation and just being there if you need me. Like, just being available for you to talk, like just giving you my time.
Yeah.
Gift giving, I suck at gift giving. Like, I'll buy you something, but it'll never be wrapped up cute. I'm like, I love you.
Susu's
here.
a recycler. That's what we call you. You're a fucking recycler. She'll give you something that was sitting in her closet for decades. And she'll be like, oh, I thought about you. Like, bitch.
In a Christmas bag.
Literally.
You get the memo. But not really. I've gotten better, though.
You have.
I have gotten better. I've gotten better.
Because my grand opening basket was a hit. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Because I have time now.
Yeah.
I have time now. I think when I don't have time and I'm in chaos, it's crazy. But when I have time, I'll make time. So I think just being there, words of affirmation, like that's my thing. But gift giving, I'm getting better at it.
Yeah. No, I don't like, it's like, oh, I'm buying you with gift, but no, like little sweet, thoughtful gestures. Like, I think I'm very thoughtful. I'm very, very thoughtful. That's just like
I don't know how you find time, but it's great.
Hired help. DoorDash, Instacart,
There you go.
Amazon. Okay. Well, I think that wraps up our Q&A for now. We could do a part 2. We have a lot, but we went over our 1 hour mark, guys. We got kids that we got to get home to, as we talked about.
Actually, we're not going home. We're going to go train our new employee at Boss Beauty. So.
Oh, God.
She's going to be good.
I'm excited about her.
You're going to love her.
I'm excited
I
about
liked her. I hired her. You're going to love her. I promise.
Sometimes you be hiring some bunk ass bitches or giving me some whack ass referrals.
Well, the referral I gave you last time is because I had to let her go nicely.
That bitch I wanted to fight her, bro. I was like, yeah, this is just like not going to work. I was like, Susu, don't refer me any of your employees anywhere, please.
I said I had to find somewhere for her to go.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I had so much fun, you guys. Feel free to keep dropping questions below. We might extend it to a 2-part. If not, then we will see you guys on episode 3. And thank you so much. If you stay to the end of the video, we love you. Drop your questions down below, comments, suggestions, whatever it is. And we will see you on episode 3.
Bye.